More misty musings at Mercer, on the ice anyway, a late change to the primetime ESCIT lineup, and where you may have seen Hamilton West's new head baseball coach before. I'm Mark Fontes with sports. Former Hornet pitching coach Mark Pienciak was promoted to the team's top job earlier this week. He replaces the outgoing John Costantino, who, as many know, is now Steinert's athletic director. But in Pienciak's own playing days, he was a pitching standout himself at Mercer County Community College, among other places. He was there in the spring of 2003 and, in fact, pitched this game between Mercer and the JV boys from over at TCNJ. Pienciak and crew won that day 10-7. He is now hoping to win even more, though, at Hamilton West. The Hornets came in a respectable 17-8 this season, but in 2012 they will be without greats like pitcher Paul Piramali and catcher Tim Garcia. The good news is West had several sophomore starters last year in both the infield and outfield who figure to bring their experience to a potentially new winning era there under Pienciak. In the world of basketball, the primetime ESCIT is one of Mercer's most respected tournaments, but this year it will go on without one of New Jersey's most respected teams. St. Patrick High's boys squad announces this week they will not be able to partake in this year's annual holiday showdown. They are involved in a couple of other in-season tournaments, including one they just got knocked out of, the Cruel Classic down in Coral Springs, Florida. Northeast High from Florida beat them 46-39 on Tuesday. Experts say, though, St. Patrick's absence from the primetime ESCIT is a loss for that tournament. The Elizabeth-based school is typically ranked among the top 3 high school programs statewide. Some of the other nearly 24 teams going to the primetime ESCIT would have benefited from the experience of playing such a talented squad like St. Patrick. Once again, the primetime ESCIT is next week, December 27th to the 30th at TCA's Iron Palace. Elsewhere, the warm temperatures the last couple of days have been warmly embraced by most of us outside. Inside, however, at Mercer County Park's ice rink, conditions are less than favorable, as the hockey boys from both West Windsor South and Robbinsville found out yesterday. On December 6, Steinert blew out Nottingham, but it was tough to see. These foggy conditions brought on by the 60-degree temperatures outside that day, causing some minor ice thawing. Well, yesterday, same story with the mild, rainy situation outside. Not quite as bad, though, for the West Windsor South Pirates and Robbinsville Ravens. Both defenses and goalkeepers playing the game of their lives. South goalie John Plester with a save here. He had 34 of them by game's end. South's John Matthews from center ice taking this puck, shooting it. It's blocked by Raven goalie Mike Reed, then covered up. His save total 25. Matthews and Arville's Sean Cox facing off. The puck eventually making its way toward Carlos Alvarez, but he can't quite sneak it past Reed. Zach Bryan of the Ravens shoots, save, puck comes back. David Cox tries a shot, again no good. Bryan heads behind the net with it, decides to try from the other side, but still no luck. Plester really on top of things, including the puck. A 1-1 tie heading into the third period. Both sides scored in the first 15 minutes. Ravens' Rich Francis not able to do so there with Plester in the way. Matthews on offense again for the Pirates. Shoots. It is saved by Reed. Puck still South's. Brian Cho shoots it behind the net, where it ends up being a 2-on-1 in favor of Arville. Cole Souza hooks up with Coleman Anchor, who skates with it, moves the puck well ahead. Unfortunately for him, though, Chris Clancy of the Pirates 23 would help regain possession for his team. The Pirates, who came into this contest with only 1 win so far on the year, playing like champs in the final minutes, yet Robbinsville matched each one of their dazzling offensive and defensive plays in the second and third periods especially. Both goalkeepers deserving a pat on the back, keeping this contest a nail-biter. It ended in a 1-1 tie. The Ravens, though, record-wise anyway, still cruising here in the early season. Just a reminder, these highlights of CVC Ice Hockey brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, members working to ensure your child's future success. And finally, Team of the Day is brought to you by Prior NAMI Business Systems. Whether it's building servers, designing your website, or creating custom systems, Prior NAMI is changing the way small business does business. Lawrence High's wrestling squad notched a win Wednesday. They beat out-of-area foe New Brunswick 64-12 in Wednesday action, winning 11 of the 13 matchups. 195-pounder Bruce Nahan of the Cardinals pinned his opponent in just 18 seconds. Other pins by Gordon Wolf and Michael Jennings of the Cards helped notch big victories on the mat for Lawrence's wrestlers, our Prior NAMI Team of the Day. That is sports for this Thursday, but keep it right here for Mercer County Close-Up in just a moment.